Yo, Hunter, Eduardo, what's up, man? Shit. It's been a good couple of weeks, break. What's up, Top Kirby? What's up, man? I don't know if the movie's subbed, by the way. I know you know what I'm talking about. Because I really want to watch it, but I want to watch it subbed. I already read the manga, so I guess I could watch it, but you know. You're eating pizza? What kind of pizza, though? What kind of pizza are you eating? I just ate like a shit ton of tacos from Taco Bell, so I'm sure you guys already know I'm going to be shitting bricks in the next couple of hours. So I wanted to get some farming done before I stay in the bathroom for 5 years. What's up, Mass Nightmare? We need to talk about your status messages on NA. Listen, it's all good, bro. It's all good. By the way, the only reason I'm allowed to put bitch on my message in NA is because I use a lowercase L instead of a capitalized I. So it kind of looks like, you know, it's an I, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to be farming lottos if it wasn't obvious from the title and the thumbnail. I'm just going to be farming lottos. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to be rolling, I don't think, unless they drop a random Gilgamesh banner. And then I'm going to be like, all right, I kind of want to get a 6 copy. But it'd be like that. Oh, you will be my dad, Archblades. You will be my dad. Listen, man, you need to get through some papers. You need to talk to my biological parents about that. Get custody over me, man. You need to go through the court cases, you know what I mean? What's up, Emilio? I'm doing all right, Emilio. Well, how you been, though? How you been? I've been all right. Just took a couple weeks. I would say, quote-unquote, break. I mean, I'm still playing the game. I'm still somewhat active on Twitter, but for the most part, just been laying it low. Laying it very, very low. Chicken hibachi for dinner. Oh, shit. That sounds like the shit, my guy. That sounds like the shit. But how's everyone doing? I don't think there were... Oh, let's see. Let me think about this, because NA, we got the Apocrypha event, but that's like, whatever. I mean, unless you guys rolled. I mean, congratulations to you guys who rolled. I know, Top Kirby, you rolled for Jack, right? You got her to NP5, your 5th NP5 servant, if I read that correctly on your Twitter, so congratulations on that. Of course. NP5 Jack's always good. NP5 Jack is always good. But as for everyone else, hopefully your rolls lately have been good for the past couple of weeks. If you are rolling, or if you did roll, obviously I'm saving for Castoria in NA, so you know there's no reason for me to roll. I mean, it's a little bit tempting, you know. I've had Jack the Ripper NP1 for the longest time, but you know I gotta stay strong. Gotta stay strong for Castoria. She is literally like around 3 months away, almost 4 months away. So that's like kind of gotta, you know, save. Gotta save for a little bit. Castoria, Summer Ilya, and Summer Abby. Ooh, yeah, those two especially. Those two lollies, man. You gotta add them to your lolly collection, man. You can't have all the lollies but them. You know, you gotta add them to your collection for sure. You got Semiramis. That's pretty good. It's pretty good if you wanted her. I mean, obviously, if you did a multi on her banner, then at least, you know, from my perspective, it looks like you wanted her. So, congratulations, Mass Nightmare. Sounds good, though. Sounds good. I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing all right. I haven't rolled lately at all. There's just really nothing to... I mean, I rolled a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I rolled a little bit like single shots in the White Day event for JP, trying to get some crap distances. I got like Gwaine and like a couple of other, like, you know, whatever 4-star servants. So... like, not really anything to write home about. No 5 stars, nothing. If Odysseus was limited, I would go for him, but I'll just let him spook. Yeah, he could spook you anytime. He's literally spooked me over here in JP. 2 times. 2 times he spooked me in JP, so it's always possible. You can also pick him for... Wait, can you pick him for the 5-star ticket? I actually don't think you can. But, I mean, yeah. Again, he's always in the banner, so either way. What's up, Brandon? What's up, my boy, Brandon? You wanted a 5-star Kratos? Oh, shit. But you got Semiramis. Listen, it'd be like that. If you guys were around for my Sei Shonagon rolls, I was only trying to get the 5-star CE, and then I got 3 Seis before I even got 1 5-star CE. So, you know, sometimes the game just likes to screw with you a little bit. That security gets added to regular pool too, don't they? I'm pretty sure... Wait, let me look this up. I think there's story banner. So they're technically, they can't spook you. Wait, let me look at this, because they never spooked me. Okay, you know what? I think they are added to the permanent. They're added permanently. Yeah, I think so. Okay. But you can't pick them for your 5-star ticket for some reason. They didn't want to do that. Yeah, I was just making sure if they were story or not. Short-term memory, my guy. Short-term memory. Yeah, so you should be good. They're a good pair of sabers. I mean, there's two of them. That's why I said sabers, but they're one unit. But they're really good. You guys excited for the 26th? I'm curious about the collab coming to JP. Oh man, I don't know what Lizangle has planned. By the way, can I just say, real quick, Lizangle has been in power over Fate for the past 3 months almost. They're killing it. I'm not gonna lie. They brought the costume that people wanted for Odysseus for years. His mask. People have been wanting his mask costume, but for some reason they didn't implement that before. But Lizangle added that in. They got the Arjuna Altar banner. You know, they've been killing it, especially in the past 2 months, I'd say. So let's hope this collab that's coming up for JP is gonna meet expectations. So I've never been so happy to hear that the Lightworks has been overthrown. I mean, they weren't overthrown. They just Aniplex has decided to make their own little conglomerate company. But you know, it's nice to see that Lizangle's killing it. Yeah, if they give us Tiamat, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm literally gonna find the head honcho over at Lizangle and I'll probably suck his dick. Not even kidding, bro. Not even kidding. I will get on my knees. I will be homosexual for at least 5 minutes and give the best head possible. Because I want Tiamat in the game, bro. If not Tiamat, bro, Proto-Gil, game over, bro. Getting on my knees and I'm slobbing on that knob, bro. Slobbing all over that knob. No questions asked. My NP5 space should start double Scotty and Narrow Bride. Oh, you're talking about the dude, challenge quest. You're talking about the Pocket for one, right? Easy as fuck. I 2-turned it with Musashi. Easy. 2-turned it with Musashi. Not even a problem. I don't remember it being that easy, but you know, I guess it'd be like that when you're a seasoned professional like myself. I'm not really that great in the game, to be honest. But when you're a seasoned professional like myself, game over, bro. Yo, Kotomine, inevitable. Tiamat and Proto-Gil, that's reaching a little bit. Proto-Gil especially reaching it. But yeah, if Tiamat comes out within the next couple of months, getting on my knees, I'm sucking some dick, bro. I am sucking so many dicks. I really want Tiamat in the game, especially if it's the one from Arcade where she's a lolly and then she grows up when you ascend her. Oh man, game over. That's all you need to do. Lizangle, if you're watching, Aniplex, if you're watching, if you want to get money from me in particular, easy money for you guys. I'm whipping out the credit card and it's game over. Yo, we need another. I think we do need another Ilya collab. Not gonna lie, a part 2 event where we get the Miu versus Shiro. That's the one I really want the most. But Angelica would be nice. Beatrice, Erica. But you know, Erica's especially in the spoilery region, so they're probably waiting for the anime to be done, maybe to do a proper part 2 collab, if any. But I would like to see all those characters. Miu versus Shiro, especially for me. That's the one I would like the most. Might be surprised hearing that. You might be like, oh, why not Angelica? I would like to see Angelica, not gonna lie, but Angelica's just bootleg Gilgamesh, whereas Miu vs. Shiro, you know, he has his own shtick going on. He's a badass. He's a badass through and through. Beatrice would be cool though, just because seeing Mjolnir in Grand Order would be pretty sick. Absolutely. Oh man, Beatrice would be nice. I didn't know, by the way. I didn't realize that Beatrice has the same voice as Nero and Jack the Ripper. I did not notice that until somebody pointed it out in like a Reddit thread or a Twitter thread, and I was like, wait, they do? Then I listened to her voice, and I was like, oh shit, that is Nero's voice. What the heck? I don't know how I didn't notice. So getting a hold of her voice actress is definitely not gonna be an issue, I guess. I could see her being a 4-star. I can see Beatrice being a 4-star. Miu vs. Shiro, I want to say he would be a 5-star, but I don't know. Erica would be gotcha, I think. Absolutely. What's up, Em? You didn't know that either, Top Kirby? Or like you're just surprised that I didn't know that because I'm a total schnob. Do you think that Ritsuka would be a heroic spirit someday? Maybe after he saves the world for like the second time. Technically, he saved the world a couple of times when you really think about it. Every single singularity like was an endangerment to the world. So he kind of saved the world like 10 times over. Not even lying, but I don't think they would make him a servant. I don't think so. That would just be weird. Like we're controlling him. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Constantine, like, yeah, he's an NPC. Same thing with Jufu from this event. There's a lot of NPC characters that they're showing, but they're not releasing. So maybe a new set of brown servants, maybe silver servants. The last silver servant, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, the last 3-star servant that was added to the game was Mandricardo. Am I wrong when I say that? I think it was Mandricardo, right? He's the last permanent 3-star servant to be added in the game, which is weird because we literally just got Mandricardo over in NA, so that's already over 2 years ago when we got a new silver servant. So where's the silver servants? Lazangle, huh? I was gonna say DW, but you know it's not DW anymore. It's Lazangle. Where's the 3-star servants? We need more, and more brown servants. I wouldn't mind that either. More brown servants and more silvers. Obviously, we love seeing the golds. We love seeing the 5 stars. We love seeing the 4 stars. That's all well and good. They're doing a decent job in that department, but 3 stars and lower. Come on, you know people love the 3 stars and lower. So I'm curious to see if we're going to get Constantine as a 3-star, maybe Jufu as a 3-star. Speaking of Jufu, the NPC for this event, can somebody confirm who her voice actress is? Because I've seen like this long ass thread of people debating if it was Kana Hanazawa or not. And Kana Hanazawa is like one of the biggest Japanese voice actresses ever. But she's never voiced a character in Grand Order, so like that's kind of a big deal. If that's her, people were saying it's her, but you know, it's not confirmed. So I'm just really curious if there's anybody that has official information on that. Will I be streaming this 26th? Yeah, if there's news coming out, yeah, 100%. You know me, I like to react to the news and go crazy, go over the top, and you know, react with it with you guys, even if I don't understand what's happening 90% of the time. To be honest, absolutely. Oh, you haven't gotten Mori? I don't think I have him in NA. I have him in JP, but not in NA for sure. But yes, Brandon, I should be streaming. I should be streaming Lost Belts 5 Part 2 Olympus, because that's coming out as well, right? It's coming out soon. And as usual, I like to stream the entirety of the Lost Belts because I'm insane. And correct me if I'm wrong as well. I'm pretty sure that stream over in JP 2 years ago took like 9 to 10 hours. So I'm kind of scared how long that's going to take. By the way, I accidentally used my NP turn 1, but that's okay. Oh, Demeter's going to be... See, I was like rewatching my stream from 2 years ago, and I didn't have a problem with Demeter. But I don't want to underestimate her either, because I might have a totally different experience over in NA. I might get absolutely fucked. So I should rewatch my stream again, take note of what I used. Oh, we have Oberon, so it's okay. So we'll see. By the way, I'm eating boba right now, or drinking boba. So if you hear me chewing on something, that's what it is. I have some Thai tea on the side. But yeah, definitely scared to like underestimate Demeter and then get absolutely clapped. Your sit and I will handle it. All right. I see you, man. I'm probably gonna use just a shit ton of riders because he's a caster, if I remember correctly. So I'm sure if I just bring it, yeah, Demeter's a caster, if I remember. So it's just a matter. Like I think the biggest thing with her is that she has buff removal when you break her, and she like spams her special attack a lot. And she has already a shit ton of buffs on her, so she gets really annoying really quick. So it's just a matter of like taking her out before she sets up any of her shit, you know? But again, when you break her, she removes buffs, so it's a good idea to bring, I think, Nightingale Archer, just to make sure you block that buff removal. Have some kind of buff removal resistance or buff removal immunity that will fuck her up. So yeah, you could totally melt Lilith her. Just gotta make sure, gotta get that buff removal resistance, man. Because if you don't do that, you're setting yourself up to get anally wrecked. And maybe you're into getting anally wrecked. Maybe you are. Me though, I'm not. I'm trying to win. So I'm gonna have to brainstorm a team when we get there. I'm gonna have to brainstorm. I don't have the strongest servants in the universe, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Especially compared to my JP account 2 years ago. I gotta say, I think I used Kentucky Rider 2 years ago. Oh, Zeus, he took me like 3 or 4 tries 2 years ago. I honestly had a harder time against him than I did with Demeter. Because his gimmick is so annoying where he has like 3 parts to him. And then when you take one part out, the other part comes out. It's like, bruh. And then eventually they regen and come back. It was annoying if I remember. That was annoying. What is everyone rolling on NA? Well, after Castoria, probably the Summer Banish for sure. Gotta get Summer Kiara because Summer Kiara is awesome. Great NP Looper, great art, great everything. After her, probably gonna set my eyes on Himiko and Van Gogh. Those two would be the next, I guess, smaller goals because the big endgame goal of this year for December, maybe November, maybe late November, Ibuki Doji. I gotta get Ibuki Doji. One of my favorite sabers in the entire game, so I gotta go get her. Himiko's good. Himiko's good. Yeah, she is Nanoha and Rika's VA. Yes. Her only role in Grand Order, I'm pretty sure. So she was a big deal when she came out a couple years ago. Granted, she's not lolly like they are. She is very much a grown adult with big ass titties, but you know, the voice is there. The voice is there. And she works really well with Castoria, so if you plan going for Castoria, Himiko and her, you know, they go hard. They go hard. That overcharge with the NP goes a long way with Castoria. Too good. Too good. But yeah, so there's a bunch of 5 stars after Castoria that I really want to go for. That's why, in my opinion, and I know you guys are, some of you guys are going to go absolutely batshit crazy when Castoria comes out and you guys are going to try to NP5 her. I would say if you want to upgrade her NP past NP1, just stop at NP2. NP3 and NP4 doesn't make sense. If you're going to go NP3 or NP4, you might as well go NP5. But to me, the smart play would be to stop at NP2. All right, just stop at NP2 and then go for somebody else later in the year. Because if you want NP5 Castoria, more power to you, but you could always get her in guaranteed banners. So you got a rerun banner next year. There's ample amount of chances for you to NP5 her. Whereas everyone else coming out this year, you know, to me, they're a bit more worth it than NP3 and NP4. SSR ticket pick in the month. Enkidu, easily. I have Enkidu NP4. Need him NP5, 100%. Gonna pick Enkidu. Absolutely. Lost Ball 6 and Summer 6 though. Yeah. There's also Lost Ball 6 and Summer 6 next year. That's why I'm saying to stop at NP2 for Castoria. There's really no purpose in going NP3 and higher. That's my opinion though. That's my opinion. I know a lot of you guys are just gonna ignore me. Maybe because Castoria is your waifu, which I respect. Or maybe you just want to flex your NP5 Castoria. 100% fine. That's cool. To me, the smart play is NP2. You could even stop at NP1, but as somebody who has her NP2, I can confidently say that it's worth getting her that extra NP level. You're going to use the SSR ticket for Jack, but now that she's NP5. Ooh, NP5 Tama. Okay. Okay, I see. Is there like not a single 5-star that you don't have? Because I would just go for them instead of an NP5 Tama or NP3 waiver. Maybe like a story servant like Quetzalcoatl. Because, you know, they're story servants. Michael, oh my god, you're streaming. Yeah, I know, I'm streaming a lot earlier than usual. I was like, might as well stream, you know. If I'm going to be farming, might as well stream it, you know. It's been a while since I streamed, you know, the whole shebang. So what's up, Michael? You got on the non-limiteds? Okay, then. Okay, my bad. I would still say go for a story servant if you don't have them all NP5 at this point, I guess. Because, you know, waiver could always spook you, Tomo could always spook you, but the story lock servants, you know, most likely are not going to come to you unless you go for the story banner, you know? So I would say look at those story lock servants and go for them. Absolutely. That would be my game plan. If I were you, good sir. Alright. I haven't gotten an extra CE to drop. I've only gotten one CE to drop like a couple nights ago. But I haven't got another one. much just watch Batman. Oh yeah, I heard Batman's good. I'll be honest, never got into the DC universe like that. I mean, I watched Joker a couple of years ago when it first came out. That was a banger. I don't think this Batman's connected to that. Don't spoil it if it is. But I heard this Batman's good, despite people underestimating Robert Pattinson's role or his acting prowess. Apparently, this one was decent. This one was good. So I might give that a watch. I might give that a watch, especially if they're setting up for a sequel, or maybe even a universe. Who knows? Do you ever use that 5-star ticket in JP yet? No. I don't know who to pick. I still don't know who to pick. I mean, Tesla just got a buff, but I'm probably not gonna pick him still, just because I got Gilgamesh. Why would I? I mean, I heard that Tesla. Everyone is saying because Tesla just got a buff and her animation update, but you know, everyone is saying that he's the best 5-star archer right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because before his buff, right? He was a really good archer. Some would say he's on the same level as Ishtar and Gilgamesh. But now people are saying with his recent buff, he's probably better than Ishtar and Gilgamesh. I don't know how I feel about that. That makes me feel a certain way. I'm like, kind of want Gilgamesh to get a buff now because, you know, if we were going to be talking about best archer, it has to be the King of Heroes. And correct me if I'm wrong. Gilgamesh has gotten 2 buffs in the past, but he's never gotten a strengthening quest. He is the only Stay Night member, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, the only Stay Night member that has never gotten a strengthening quest. To me, that's very weird. He's gotten buffs. Again, don't get me wrong. He's gotten interludes that have given him buffs, but never strengthening quests. That's so weird to me. He's the King of Heroes, bro. He's the King of Heroes. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what you need. If you want somebody who could protect themselves, you'd bring Ishtar. If you're against a servant, I mean, it depends on the servant too, because Tesla has extra damage against earth and sky enemies, I think. So it depends on the enemy you're fighting. But Gilgamesh could nuke most servants, but still, I feel like in general, apparently Tesla is just the man right now. And I'm just like, no, I don't want you to be the man. I mean, I'm glad that they buffed you, don't get me wrong, and gave you an animation update. That's great for Tesla fans, but, you know, as a Gilgamesh fan, it kind of hurts the soul a little bit. It kind of hurts the soul a little bit when he's no longer the top dog when it comes to AoE buster archers. It just doesn't... Like, I was cool with all of them being on the same level, but as soon as somebody exceeds that level and it's not Gilgamesh, that's a problem. Make a second skill, give 20 charge and buster for 3 turns. Boom. Oh, dude, that would make him so good. That would make him so good. Add crit damage into that, so good. Maybe that's a bit too much, but still, you know, it's still. Maybe the charge is too much. Maybe the 20% charge is a bit too far. But a buster, like a mana burst or something, that'd be so good. He is strong. He's still a strong servant, but one could argue that Tesla was already strong as well. Again, pre-buff Tesla was already on the level of Ishtar and Gilgamesh, and I guess arguably Napoleon. But now that he got a buff, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Gilgamesh, I'm just saying, Gilgamesh. This is technically still your event. Battle in New York is still your event. All right? I'm just saying, within the next couple of days, if they give you a strengthening quest and maybe a banner to go with it, I wouldn't be too mad. The chances of that happening, probably really low. But again, this is Lezengo we're talking about. Lezengo's been doing a good job lately. If they could go the extra mile and give me my Gilgamesh buff, I'm not going to suck their dick, but I'm going to give them a hand job, for sure. Because the last time he got a buff was over 2 years ago. Every other Stay Night crew member has gotten a strengthening quest. Multiple strengthening quests, so boy. Come on. Give my boy something, give my boy something. I really, like, looking at his skills, and most Year 1 servants fall under this category. Year 1 and Year 2 servants. When you look at his skills and compare it to anybody that came out within the past year, Gilgamesh's skills is literally dog water. His skill, like, no offense to the King of Heroes, he's awesome, he's great. Noble Phantasm, perfect. Skills though, skills literally dog water. They are so underwhelming. They're simple and effective, which kind of matches him, right? He's simple but effective. But still, come on. Give him something. Crit stars every turn. With his charisma, that would be great. Buster up with one of his skills, give him that. I don't know, maybe even buff his NP. That would be dummy busted broken the third, but come on. Give him something. Karna needs yeah, Karna I think he needs a buff as well. He already hits pretty strong, but his skills are on the same level of Gilgamesh where they're kind of underwhelming. You're not getting a buff because Lasagna knows you sent for Gil. Listen, Lasagna, if you're watching, I love lasagna. Italian food is great. So, like, right away, you should give me what I want because I just gave you a compliment. I think you guys are doing a great job right now. Just, you know, go the extra mile, give me a Gilgamesh buff, and boom, game over. I think every charisma in the game, every generic charisma, like, Kets has the same charisma as Gil. So, Gil's charisma, Kets' charisma, Caster Gil, Kid Gil. I think did they buff Arturia's charisma? I feel like they did. But at the same time, I feel like they haven't. Either way, they should buff every charisma in the game and add something into it. Tag Lasagna employees for buff. Listen, I don't know who they are. If they have a Twitter handle, but I'll definitely try to find them and get a hold of them. I'll even slip some money under the table for them. I'll be like, yo, listen, I got $20 and a McDonald's coupon. If you want that, just implement a Gilgamesh buff. You could even be low-key about it and not even announce it to the world. Just buff him, you know, just give him a small buff, you know. A small loan of $1 million and boom, we got it. Yeah, Ozzy's charisma too. Well, no, they buff Ozzy's charisma. They did buff it. In JP, right? I think they did buff it. Oh, Kets charisma got a buff too. Okay, I don't have her in JP, so I guess I wouldn't know. But that just like supports my point more. All these other servants with charisma got a buff, but Gilgamesh is still stuck with his 21% to everyone, which is high. Don't get me wrong, but it don't do anything else. It's garbage. It's garbage. So, like, well, why do these other servants, these other schmucks, get buffs on their charisma? But the King of Heroes, the literal first limited 5-star servant of the game, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure he's the first limited 5-star servant of this game, of Fate Grand Order, is not getting a buff for his charisma. That makes no sense. He's the King of Heroes. Like, if you can't give me Tiamat, I understand maybe Arcade has rights to Tiamat. I understand that. I get that. At least give my boy Gilgamesh a buff, and I'll give you a hand job in return. But if you release Tiamat, then, you know, you're getting a BJ from me, man. Yeah, Ozzy got 2 buffs last year, right? That was last year when he got a buff to his NP and his charisma, which is like, he was already a good servant, and then you just made him uber broken. He's like the best single target rider right now. And Ivan Terrible got a buff a couple weeks ago as well. Yeah, Gilgamesh still makes money because he's such a popular character, so buff him as well. Buff him as well. There's no reason not to, man. The stars are aligned. Everything is set up perfectly for him to get a buff. But for some reason, they refuse to do it. Maybe he's just too good. Maybe I'm underestimating him, which is something I shouldn't do for the King of Heroes. But I personally think that it would be of the utmost respect to give him a buff. Because his skills look like dog shit compared to a lot of servants. There are servants that have all 3 of his skills built into one skill. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Like, Morgan has an attack up to everyone, 20%, 30% to herself, and then defense down against all 3 enemies. That's so much in one skill, and then Gil just has attack up to everyone. That's such garbage. I'm like ranting right now about the King of Heroes. Who knows? Again, they might give him a buff like within the next couple of days. They're watching my stream right now. Like, yo, this man's really passionate about this, and I am. I'm sweating right now. Like, I'm literally shaking. I have goosebumps on my arms. My dick is really hard right now. Like, listen, Lasagna, do it. Do it, and I will calm the fuck down. Ivan, I'm pretty sure Jalter makes far more than Gil does. Ivan? Ivan the Terrible. Oh wait, Jalter. Okay. Oh, you're talking to Ivan. Okay, I was about to say, no, Ivan's terrible. You know, people like him, but not that much. Jalter nowadays, probably not. I feel like Jalter has, kind of dropped in popularity. Is that? I feel like Morgan kind of took her place as the head waifu of Grand Order. Is that like an exaggeration? Am I spreading misinformation out there? I feel like Morgan is now the new Jalter. Nobody talks about Jalter anymore. I'm sorry to my Jalter fans out there, but it's kind of true. Everyone's all about. I mean, I have Morgan out right now, so I feel like Morgan's the new Jalter, which is cool. I mean, it's cool. Jalter was like the top waifu for a long ass time, for like 3 or 4 years. It's time we see somebody else step up to the plate. And so far, Morgan's killing it. Everyone loves Morgan. She's like the most. She's a servant that's 120 the most in JP currently. And one of the servants that people appended her skills, you know? She's in the top 5. Jalter and Rishgal are still more waifu than Morgan. I mean, you know, I think in the grander scheme of things, in the wider picture, they probably still are. But I think over time, because Morgan literally just came out last year, so it's, you know, it could be recency bias. That's why she seems more popular than Jalter and even Rishgal. But I think, as the years go by, I think we're going to see Morgan. I mean, she might get a swimsuit this year before Rishgal. That would be crazy. She might get a swimsuit next year. That would destroy Rishgal for sure. 100%, because Rishgal still doesn't have a swimsuit, which is still just weird to me. I think Morgan's going to destroy the rest of the competition, in my humble opinion. Spacious Star, Dantes, and Summer Kama are where it's at now. Dantes, probably not. I would put Spacious Star still above Summer Kama. Summer Kama, I don't see too much about her. People still use Spacious Star over her, which I could kind of understand, but you know, I love Summer Kama. I just love her design so much. Rishgal got 2 anime. Doubt Jalter and Morgan will get that privilege. You know, Rishgal, you gotta give her credit where it's due. You know, she has appeared in more, I guess, Fate media than the other 2. I agree in that regard. All right, I do. But I don't know, man. We gotta see. Whoever gets a swimsuit between Rishgal and Morgan, whoever gets a swimsuit between them first, I think wins. Although Rishgal has been around longer, so it's most likely going to be her. I'm going to be very surprised if they release a swimsuit Morgan this year, but no Rishgal. If they do both, then damn, that banner or that event in general is going to be the most stacked banner in all of summer banners. 100%. What's up, Federico? I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Ooh, Summer Miyu. That's an interesting one because they did give us Summer Ilya, so it's like, you know, summer event or collab sermons aren't out of the picture. We could even see a Summer Shiki. That would be interesting. Hear me out. Summer Shiki, though? Summer Shiki. We got Summer Ilya. So Summer Shiki, though? Like, is no one talking about this? Seeing Shiki in a swimsuit would be like next level big brain plays. That would be next level big brain plays. I think, like, right, a couple weeks ago was the 15th anniversary of Kara no Kyokai for the UFO Table movie series, which if you haven't watched, you should probably watch it. It's pretty good. But yeah, no, that would be crazy. All my coworkers that play FGO think Morgan is definitely tiered or higher in popularity than Rishgal. That's in my personal opinion. I agree. Plus, in Akihabara, there are Morgan posters here and there. That's insane. I didn't know that, but that's insane. She's like, I remember when she first came out, there were people online who were kind of shitting on her because it's like, oh, okay, it's another saber face, even though we kind of knew that she was a saber face for a while, but that's besides the point. Oh, it's another saber face. She just looks like Castoria, but a different color palette, which is kind of, in hindsight, a spoiler, but that's besides the point. And then as the months went by, and then she got more character development and the more chapters of Lost Belt 6 came out, then everything flipped. Everyone loved her after that. I was one of those people. I liked her up front. I really liked her design. Just the black outfit and the pale white skin and white hair. There's something about it aesthetically that's just like, this is top tier shit right here. So I was always a fan of her. But it was weird to see people sort of flip ships, you know? Jump ships, I should say. Once LB7 comes, I'm sure someone else will be that popular. I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it for sure, because that's kind of how that works. You know, recency bias combined with waifu-ness, you know? Like, if there's a bigger waifu in Last About 7, which there probably will be, then that will probably overtake. But as of right now, you know, it's almost been a year. Well, I wouldn't say almost been a year, but it's been like, what, 9 months since Lost Belt 6? And Morgan has gotten some crap distances. She is the face of like the winter festival, you know, caravan thing going on still. Like, I don't know, they're showing a lot of bias towards Morgan. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh, Medusa summer form. Medusa and I think Medea, they need it. Still surprised that neither of the two haven't gotten a swimsuit version. Weird. Very weird. They basically use Castoria to buff up more. I mean, you're not totally wrong, but at the same time, it's smart. It's smart. Castoria already pretty popular. Everyone uses her. Then they bring up Morgan and then use Castoria as a tool to make Morgan even more popular. I mean, that's a smart play. That is honestly a smart play. Absolutely. The real question, though, is usually we get, you know, last year we got Achilles with a summer costume. I do quote unquote because, you know, it's just, it doesn't look like a swimsuit or anything. It's just a costume that came out in summer. So who's going to be this year's male summer outfit? That's another thing to keep in mind. Could be Oberon. Everyone loves Oberon. Obviously, he's made a shit ton of money. You know, he's from LB6 as well, which is, you know, every character from there just made bank apparently. That'd be some sick nasty stuff right there. Watch it be Gorgon. I like Medea Lily, so I wouldn't be too mad. If they make it Gorgon, that would be cool. If they make it Medusa Lily, like as Ascension number 1, Ascension 2, Medusa Rider from, you know, the Stay Night series, she grows up a little bit, and then third Ascension, or I guess final Ascension, Gorgon, bro. That would be next level plays. Just 3 in 1. That would be the best thing possible to do with Medusa as a whole. Just put all 3 into 1. Will they do that? Probably not. That'd be cool. Oh, Hercules would be cool. You know, he has the shorts on with the watermelon. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Oberon, but you know, we never really know. We never really know. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, Top Kirby. Like, listen, like, yo, Lizangle, hire me, bro. Hire me. Hear me out. Medusa Lily, Ascension 1, Ascension 2 Rider, Medusa, you know, mid form, and then Gorgon. Boom, easy. Find all 3 together. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, listen. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys can visualize what I'm saying. Yeah, 3 Ascension for 1 Medusa. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. You and me, Ivan, bro, like, we need to get hired. Even though we probably don't speak a lick of Japanese, I actually don't know about you. I mean, I know a little bit of Japanese. I took a class, you know. I took a class. But, like, they need to hire us anyway. As long as they have a translator there on deck, I'll just tell the translator all my ideas, and the translator will let them know all my ideas, and then boom, money, profit. Easy. But I mean, a Medusa swimsuit in general would be pretty sick nasty, man. Pretty sick nasty. Top tier plays. Since this event is technically Saber Wars 3 prequel, who's gonna appear in Saber Wars 3? I mean, probably another Arturia face, maybe. I mean, okay, let's think about this. Saber Wars 1. Like, okay, more ideas. Saber Wars 1. We got an Arturia face. MHX. All right, cool. Great. That's cool, right? Saber Wars 2. Space Ishtar. Rin face. All right, so we got a Saber face and then a Rin face. Saber Wars 3. Hear me out now. Sakura face. Space comma. Space Parvati. I don't know who the fuck they're going to do. Space somebody. That's what I'm saying. Male comma? Bro, that would be exquisite. Exquisite stuff right there. If they bring male comma into the game as a space servant. Exquisite stuff right there. Or they could throw a curveball and instead of a Sakura face, maybe an Ilya face. Yo, you see what I'm doing there? Oh, you see Space Hitanai? What? Space Hitanai? Did I just come up with that? Did Lizangle just send me an email, a business email asking me to shut the fuck up and they will pay me for my ideas? They just send me an email? Oh, what? Do I have to reply to them? I'm just saying my ideas are great. My ideas are great. Don't even at me right now. I mean, basically, my main ideas: Gilgamesh buffs, Gilgamesh costumes, everything Gil. But I have other ideas for other things as well. I think I have a pretty decent grasp on what the fans want. Rather see Ilya, we got enough soccer faces. I mean, that's true. There's a lot of soccer faces, but they're all different. You know, they're all different flavors. You know what I mean? But I see what you mean. I mean, I still want to see a male Kama personally, but more Ilyas. I mean, certainly people wouldn't complain about that. Certainly people wouldn't complain about that. So, Zengle, if you're watching, man, I got you, fam. I got you. So I'll throw you guys a freebie. You guys can take my ideas from this stream, and you don't even have to pay me. You don't even have to pay me, okay? Just make sure you do all that within next year. Yeah, Space Gilgamesh is the thing. He's like the Supreme Emperor, right? Oh, you're talking about extra CCC Gilgamesh. But no, a Space Gilgamesh, like, unironically is the thing. They've mentioned him in Saber Wars 1, I think. So it's definitely a possibility for him to come out. Talking about soccer faces, Kazura drop was basically yeah, she was there. So it's a good possibility she might show up at some point, man. There's a lot that they could still do, you know? There's a lot of NPC characters that we still don't have, like Agravain, right? They just introduced Constantine for White Day. For the spectacle. By the way, I got glasses for the blue light. It just so happens to kind of align with White Day. I mean, the White Day event's over. The White Day spectacle event. But I got blue light glasses to protect my eyes from blue light. How do I look? Do I look like a complete nerd geek bag, or do I look sexy? No. You guys don't have to answer that. I mean, I'm gonna wear it right now for a little bit, so you guys can get used to me with glasses on, and then you guys could review me. Like, out of 5, how do I look? Say 5 out of 5, or else I'll ban you. No, I'm kidding. I look Asian. I look super Asian. I agree. I mean, I am Asian, so do I look more Asian, or do I look just the same amount of Asian? A lot of Asians do wear glasses, though. That is very true. These are blue light glasses. I don't need glasses. Like, I could see just fine. But against blue light, if you don't know, blue light's it's not good for your eyes, you know, especially if you want to sleep on at a decent time. Not good. You look fine as fuck. Oh, thank you, Federico. You're a 20 out of 10. I appreciate that. You know, I said rate me out of 5. You want the extra couple miles, and you went 20. Asian out of 5. Listen, you know, Asians love a perfect grade. You know, if Asian is equivalent of a perfect grade, you know, there you go. You know, you can't spell Asian without A. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Asian, I don't see a B in there. I don't see a C. I don't see a D. I certainly don't see an F, bro. It's just there's 2 A's, and then the rest of the letters don't matter, bro. Absolutely. So do I just look more Asian? Is that the consensus? 8 out of 8. Look, gate, no hate. Oh, okay. No hate. All right, I smell you. Absolutely. I'm super Asian right now. But yeah, I mainly got this for blue light because I don't want to fuck up my eyes. Because I stay in front of a monitor or in front of a screen way too long every day, and it's starting to strain my eyes a little bit. So I'm like, all right, I gotta chill the fuck out, turn on night light or something, wear some glasses, protect myself. What's up, King of Nerds? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Man. I'm just chilling, just farming some lottos. Not really rolling, not really doing any challenges right now. Just want to chill the fuck out, use Morgan just to destroy these quests, get some lotto tickets. And as the title says, I'm really low, or not really low. I got like 200 bones, but to me, if you only have like 200 of a certain ascension item, especially if it's like a year 1 or year 2 ascension item, to me that's really low. And when you take into account that it's bones that I only have 200 of, a lot of servants need bones. Same thing with Void Dust. Void Dust and bones, for some reason, a shit ton of servants need them, and the servants that do need them usually need like 30 to 50 of them for whatever reason. So I'm just like, all right, I need to farm this because it gives 3 bones every lotto rotation. Fuck that, bro. I'm going in. You know what's funny, Top Kirby? I don't need proofs. Over in NA, I got like 800 of them. Over here in JP, I think I have like 500, which is a good amount in my opinion. I don't need proofs. Bones though and Void Dust, bro, 100%. Did you like the LB1 rerun battles? They were fun. They were fun. I mean, obviously, even with their high HP, if you brought any Castoria team, you kind of win. So I didn't have that hard of a time with it, but they were fun. The last Anastasia battle, especially, you know, I brought the most OP team possible. I brought Morgan, Castoria, and Merlin. Those three together, game over, bro. Game over. Merlin, Morgan, and Castoria, like, say no more. Unless the enemy has buff removal, you're winning. There's no reason not to win. Yeah, Void Dust is so annoying. Void Dust and Bones are the two worst items in this game. They are the worst. Because every servant needs them, and they always need a shit ton of them. That's why I need to farm this lotto to get as many bones as I need. Because, you know, if I'm going to be training these servants, training their skills and ascending them, doing their pen skills, I mean, I need as many bones as possible. Been doing essays all day. Glad for a break. Oh, shit. Okay, man. Okay, you got to knock out those essays for sure. For sure. Hopefully you pass, man. Hopefully you murder it. All right. Make sure not to plagiarize, because, you know, plagiarism is kind of against the law, you know. If you plagiarize and they catch you, that's going on your record, my friend. They probably won't arrest you, but there's a good chance that they will kick you out of the establishment, of the university or school, and, you know, it'll be game over. Just make sure you're doing your thing. Yeah, Arturian Legends. Yeah, that team is so fun just because all three of them like match together because they're from the Arturian Legends. And just like skill-wise and NP-wise, everything just melts together nicely. It's so broken. That's literally one of the most broken teams in the game right now. Morgan, Merlin, and Castoria. Like, if you have those three in your team and then you lose somehow, you're just bad at the game, straight up. And this is coming from somebody who's not even that great in the game. If you have those three in your team, you just suck. You must put the game down, uninstall. Don't even give your account away or save your bind code. Just uninstall the game. Never play the game ever again. I'm good. I never look at other papers, for example. All right, I smell it. But okay, I see you. Knocking out the essays, bro. How many pages, though? How many pages? Are you talking about, like, 5 pages, like the little pussy shit? 10 pages, which is like pretty good. Or are we talking about them 20-page plus papers where your dick is falling off, man? Are we talking about those papers? I used to knock out essays like a maniac, man. I never got to like 20 plus pages though. Like, I just know that they exist though. Is Morgan limited? Yes, sir. Morgan is limited, but she gets 2 banners next year. 2 banners. So if you don't want to go for her when she initially comes out, you could go for her later. So not even bad. Granted, the banners are like, what, 2-3 months apart. So it doesn't give you that much time to save. But at the same time, maybe you want to skip out on the first banner to go for Melusin or go for Koinskaya. So there you go. I have a 200-word essay to turn in, but I'm here instead. I mean, you know, 200 words? That's 1 page, bro. That's like half a page. That's not bad. That's not bad. 200 words? Unless you meant to say 2,000, then that's like a couple pages, but still, that's doable. You know, you still probably need to knock that out. You know, I appreciate you for being here, but still, 600 to 800 words. My only issue is shrinking my words. Oh, I see. I smell it. I smell it. I smell it for sure. Yeah, 800 words is not too bad. Absolutely. Oh, should I use our NP? Whatever. Who needs school? Overrated. Listen, stay in school, kids. If you're still a kid sucking on your thumbs or sucking on mama's titty, stay in school. All right, stay in school. Coming from your boy. You may not like it, but when you're old as fuck like I am, you learn to appreciate it. You know, I still kind of don't like school, but still, you know, I look back at my high school days, middle school days, elementary days, and I'm like, you know what? Those were bad times, but there were good times in there. Don't get me wrong. There were definitely good times there. So for sure, definitely high school as well. High school was very, very much a mixed bag of good times and bad times. But I still look back at it fondly, for sure. Talking about Berserker AoE is a simple question. Morgan or Arjuna Alter? Listen, Arjuna Alter, Morgan. Both Buster AoEs, both have a NP charge, NP battery. Both have guts. Both what else? Both are Lost Build Kings. I think I already said that. You know, which one do you go for? Which one's better? Which one, etc., etc. The general consensus is if you want more damage, Arjuna Altar. Straight up, Arjuna Altar. If you want more damage, Arjuna Altar is the way to go. Now, that said, when it comes to being more of a team player, having access to overcharge up with a Castoria team, for example, being able to provide her own crit stars. Again, she's kind of built like a support with her second skill, especially. You know, Morgan is, you know, kind of has Arjuna Altar beat. Arjuna Altar only has more damage, but Morgan overall is probably the better servant, the better berserker. Again, if all you want is more damage, if you want to see a million plus damage easily, Arjuna Altar. If you want somebody who's kind of a team player but still deals a decent amount of damage, Morgan, 100%. And when it comes to farming, Morgan's is a lot better as well. Much more consistent, much easier to NP spam. Granted, NP spamming with a Buster Servant isn't really that hard nowadays. It's double Coin Sky or Oberon, or double Oberon and Coin Sky, or whatever you want. Really not that hard across most busters out there. But Morgan's definitely, in my opinion, edges out more in general over Arjuna Altar. So, if you're one of those players who didn't get Arjuna Altar last year, hey man, listen, it's all well and good, but next year try to get Morgan, and then you won't even think about Arjuna Altar anymore. Straight up. That's why I was kind of like low-key scared, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but I was low-key scared that Arjuna Altar was going to get a buff, because I was like, are they about to buff Arjuna Altar for White Day just so he could overthrow Morgan? But they didn't do it, so, you know, Morgan's still top dog. Still top dog. Main reason is her VA. Yo, her VA, same voice as Mikasa from Attack on Titan. So, definitely a top tier voice to go for. And it's her only role in Grand Order. So, that would be the way to go, man. That would be the way to go. Absolutely. Quick question. Thoughts on Tesla's buff? How much better is he now? So I said this earlier. I don't have Tesla. But according to what everyone is saying, he's pretty much the best AoE Buster Archer right now. Over Gilgamesh and Ishtar, apparently. So take that with a grain of salt, because obviously there are things that Ishtar can do that Tesla can't do. And there are things that Gilgamesh... Well, I mean, Gilgamesh, all he really has is damage. He doesn't really have utility, but that's besides the point. There are things that Gilgamesh can do that Tesla can't do, but I guess in general, Tesla is better than the other two. Which I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it. But those are my thoughts. I think Gilgamesh needs a buff to reclaim his throne as the best archer. Because for a while, it was between him, Ishtar, and Tesla, but now that Tesla got a buff, it's like, okay, well, Tesla just has them both beat now. Another quick question. When is Tesla's next banner on NA? Didn't he have a raid up for White Day? So he's probably going to have another raid up for next White Day, right? I would assume. So probably a year from now. But don't quote me on that, because he might have another raid up later this year. I just don't really think about him, you know? No offense to him, of course. No offense to fans of Tesla. You could also pick Tesla as your free 5-star if you want him, King of Nerds. I don't know if you're asking these questions because you want him, but you should be able to pick him for your 5-star SSR ticket next month. We should be getting that around next month. So, there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Morgan, no glasses, so Arjuna clearly wins. Listen, Kana. Morgan has that bridal veil. That's top tier. That's top tier, man. Wait, on NA? Yeah, NA, we're getting a SSR ticket next month. approximately. It could be a little bit over next month, like a month and a half, but very near in the future, we are getting an SSR ticket, yeah. For the million download campaign featuring Musashi. As well as other limited servants like Gilgamesh, Kentucky, Ishtar. I think, was it Skasaha or Burnhill? Somebody else is with them. There's 2 other SSRs with them, but most people talk about the SSR ticket. Absolutely. Who are you guys going for the SSR ticket? Some of us have already talked about it. I'm going for Enkidu, for NP5 Enkidu, easy. I think Top Kirby mentioned trying to get Tomo or Waver for a higher NP level, which is cool. That's cool. You know, do whatever you want. Have no idea though. 5-star ticket, picking OG Saber because I have everyone I want already and don't got her. Then picking Lancer version on the next ticket. I mean, you know, for collection purposes, for sure. I'm torn between OG Saber or Mordred. Ooh, that is a... you know, Mordred just got a costume, so if you want to enjoy that Apocrypha costume, maybe pick Mordred. Maybe pick Mordred, but at the same time, Saber, especially when Coin Sky comes out, becomes a really, really good looper. I guess technically Mordred could do the same thing, but still, you know, things to think about. Yeah, Mordred hot pants though. That could be a deal breaker, man. That could be a deal breaker, 100%. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Our Jared Alter didn't come home last year. I even tried Berserker Guaranteed SR and got MHX Alter. MHX Alter is pretty good though. It's really hard to complain about that. At least you didn't get Hijikata, bitch ass. My last chance is the upcoming Guaranteed SR. If I fail then I'll go Morgan next year. Yeah, 100%, man. If Arjuna Alter doesn't want to answer your call, hey man, that's not your loss, that's his loss. Because guess what? You're going to try to go get Morgan, and you're going to succeed getting Morgan, all right? I'm putting that into the universe right now. And Arjuna Alter will watch from afar and be like, damn, I fucked up. I should have answered his calls, but you know what? I didn't. So I'm just saying. 100% Morgan, very good. Bradamante booty is good. I mean, she's pretty thick down there, man. I'm going for Bradamante or Ganesha. I would say Ganesha is probably the better of the two. Bradamante is just a more expensive Parvati, but worse somehow. Like, she's decent, and I guess if you like her for her design, then, you know, it's more power to you. But from a gameplay standpoint, it's like, you know, she's just a Parvati / Valkyrie, but more expensive and slightly worse than those two somehow. So I'd say Ganesha just because, you know, a support... She's a support servant, so, you know, that's always good. She's a moon cancer, and that's, you know, an uncommon class in general. So Ganesha's just, like, overall better, my opinion. But, you know, it depends on your taste. Say 1,000 quartz on NA and get him for free. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. More expensive in can loop. That's why I said it's slightly worse. She could loop, but... You know, the setup is a bit more jank. You know, Parvati could do it with just 2 Scotties. With Bradamante, you probably need a switch for a waiver. With double Scotty, you know. Gotta plug suit that bitch. Yeah, and Janako got that character development action. CCC and Lost Belt 4. MC, last year I got every single servant I wanted. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I like to hear. And now the last 3 banners, I get absolutely nothing and I'm free to play. It'd be like that, man. I don't know what to tell you. Will I ever get my EX luck back, at least for Castoria? Listen, if you save from now until Castoria and use all the 5th anniversary quartz and tickets, you have a decent chance. I'm not going to say you will get Castoria, but you have a decent chance of getting Castoria. As for your EX luck coming back, as somebody who is between EX luck and just dick cheese luck, I can confidently say that it comes and goes, man. Sometimes it comes, and then you're really happy when it does, and then it leaves all of a sudden without a warning, and then you're just stuck with no 5-star for a couple months. That's just how it works, King of Nerds, man. As a free-to-play, that's just how it works. So, I would say just be happy that you got a lot of great servants last year. Yeah, maybe these last couple of months this year has been kind of rough, but still, man, like you got to look back at your past accomplishments and be happy with those, and just plan ahead of time for Castoria for sure. Romulus Queerness is coming out real soon, as well as Dioscuri. I mean, they're coming out first. Just stay strong. Don't go for them. Save for Castoria. That's my only advice for that. No joke, main character. But if I get lucky getting Castoria once, I'll get every servant I want in 10 years. Oh shit, that's cray cray, man. That's cray cray. Do YOLOs like me and you'll win often than not. I quit multis in early 2020 and never looked back. Oh shit, that's crazy, man. That's wild. So you don't even do the guaranteed banners because you know the guaranteed banners are multis, but you quit multis 2020. So like you just never did a guaranteed multi ever again. No, I'm kidding. I know what you're saying though. If you weren't picking Enkidu, who would you pick for the ticket then? If it wasn't for Enkidu, probably Ozzy, because NP3 Ozzy sounds sick. And Ozzy's just an absolute monster, especially when he gets his buffs next year. So probably Ozzy. If not Ozzy, probably Ganesha. Probably Ganesha. So probably her. If you have a point. I am saving everything I have for Castoria. There you go. There you go, man. But last year getting so many SRs as a free player really shocked me. You don't be like that. You know, you just reminded me. So one of my friends, and for those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, then you guys already know this. Link is in the description, by the way, in the pinned comment. But one of my friends who I've known since high school, since 2012, 2013, right? So somebody I've known for a long ass time. Randomly downloaded Grand Order like 2-3 weeks ago. We were on voice call, just like shooting the shit, you know, hanging out, right? We were on voice call, and then I just hear Grand Order OST in the background, Grand Order sound effects in the background. I'm like, are you playing Grand Order? What the fuck? And then she started it, and I'm just like, okay, that's random, but more power to you. And I was trying my best not to like freak out and be like, yo, don't do this, do this. You should focus on this. Like I just wanted her to just play the game without me influencing her, you know? I just wanted to give her space, don't want to scare her off. And she did her first multi-shot, you know, the first guaranteed 4-star multi-shot that you do in the game. And she got Nursery Rhyme. Right, she got Nursery Rhyme at the beginning of the role, and I didn't want to be a dick and be like, oh, you didn't really get that great of a servant. Nursery Rhyme's okay, but you can't really ascend her right now that quick, so she's not gonna have access to her battery. But otherwise, she's an okay servant. But I didn't want to say that. I was just like, okay, you got Nursery Rhyme, that's cool. And then in the same role, she got Hercules, and I was like, you got Hercules and Nursery Rhyme, so you got 2 4-stars, and you got pretty much the best 4-star you could get at the beginning of the game. And then later on, she does a multi-shot, quartz multi-shot in like one of the White Day banners and got Coup Alter. And I'm like, you got Hercules and Coup Alter? The first, I'd say, 5 singularities, you win. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about. Like, literally nothing to worry about. And then later on, like later in the week, she was asking me, she was like, yo, what Lancers should I start training? What Assassins should I start training? And then I was just like, dude, you have Coup Alter and Hercules. You don't need these other classes. These other classes do not do anything for you. You got Coup Alter and Hercules. And she also got Napoleon. She got Li Shu and Assassin. And I'm just like, why are you drowning in gold right now? What soul, what virgin did you sacrifice to the devil to get this luck? But it is that new player EX luck. It is for sure. Because, you know, under a week, she got like 4 or 5 stars, a shit ton of 4-star servants. But lately, you know, that was a couple weeks ago. It's already been like 2-3 weeks. Her luck has kind of dwindled a little bit. Not gonna lie, she's been saving up a lot of quartz, trying to get Karna, trying to get Ozzy, you know, and didn't get them. Tried for one of the Apocrypha banners, didn't get shit either. So it's just like, you know, it goes back to what I said earlier, you know. You get EX luck at some points. And then at other points, you just suck dick. You know, it's just how it is. But yeah, no, she got a really good account. Like, I don't think she realizes how good of an account she has. Getting Hercules already puts you at a great starting point. But then getting Coup Alter on top of that, boy, you just bring a 3rd Berserker from support and you literally breeze through the game. And you got to keep in mind, she had access to Special Ascension. And before she got Coup Alter, she used her Special Ascension on Hercules, which is not a bad idea at all, still. But then she got Coup Alter. And in hindsight, she probably should have saved her Special Ascension for Hercules or for Coup Alter. But, you know, besides the point, she's killing it. It's just disgusting. EX beginner luck for sure. If you're watching it, if you're watching this right now, then I'm talking about you. You know who I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, she wins the game. Like, bring St. George for taunt, or bring a support Merlin. Like, there's nothing that could stop you. And then when you get to Camelot and then Babylonia, that's when you kind of got to start strategizing a little bit. But Cool Altar and Hercules could still carry you through those singularities. Once you get to the Lost Belts, that's when your dick starts sweating, bro. Yo, Soul Spirit, that's when your dick starts sweating. Derpy Lava Cake, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm totally talking about you. Totally talking about you. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Uriel or Urieli is your ultimate counter to Camelot. 3-star archer, extra damage against males, good NP loop, bro. She will destroy Gwen. She will fuck the shit out of Gwen, bro. So Camelot's not even that big of a problem once if you train Urieli. Not even that big of a problem. Or you could just bring a support Arturia, right? Arturia. What else? Babylonia is high HP enemies. It could get kind of annoying. The Lost Belts, that's when it's like, all right. That's when you gotta really strategize. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really gotta strategize. But yeah, I was just like, her account is pretty much better than my account in the first 6 months. Within 2 weeks of her account existing, it's already better than my account was in the first 6 months of me playing. Or even first year. I would even go as far as saying first year. It took me like 3 months to get 3 5-stars. As a free to play, as somebody who doesn't whale, only does the guaranteed banners in NA. You know, it took that long. Shimosa with the 4 support count. Oh, but the thing about the Epic of Remnants, I didn't even mention the Epic of Remnants. Like, not that many times. I think I only mentioned it once to her. But those are, you know, what do you call it? It's not mandatory. You don't have to do the Epic of Remnants. They're there if you want quartz, but they are like Lost Belt level of fuckery. You don't have to do them. They are 100% non-mandatory. But if she wants to do them, she could do them. It's just that, yeah, Shimosa is fucking annoying with the 4 support bullshit. Or Epic of Remnant 4 could get annoying because they kind of half your level throughout the entire Lost Belt or throughout the entire chapter. I feel like Epic of Remnant 1 and 2 weren't that bad. I feel like they weren't that bad. But it's been a couple years already. It's been a couple years. Yo, if you guys could post the best tips that you could give to a beginner player, post it in the comments right now. Post it in the chat. What are the best tips? Like if one of your close friends that are not into FGO got into FGO, what would be the first thing you would tell them? Literally one of the first things that I told her was like, welcome to hell. Quit? Shut the fuck up. Quit? Oh yeah, okay, Derpy Love. Okay, I see you. I mean, that's not that bad of a yeah, level Mashu. She doesn't want level Mashu. I'm like, yo, level Mashu, she gets really good later, and then she sucks when you get to the Lost Belts, but that's beside the point. Learn to CE bomb. Oh, I feel like that's a bit more complex. You know, CE bombing is a, you know, you could watch a couple of videos, a couple of Reddit threads, read them. You know, but even me, I don't really like doing CE bombing. They're really boring. Reroll for Helena. I don't think she should because, I mean, again, she got Nursery Rhyme and then Hercules in the same multi, so that's already pretty sick nasty. Save your Saint Quartz for 1 servant. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you gotta save your quartz. The thing about her, she wants to get every single character with white hair. She has like a white hair fetish. Every time she sees a white-haired character, she gets wet. Her butthole starts sweating, bro. So like, she rolled for I think Jack the Ripper the other day, got absolutely doggy railed. So I don't know. I don't think she could save like that. But it's great fetish. Yeah, I agree. A lot of white hair characters are top tier for sure. You know. But yeah, so oh, was that a rainbow? Got another seed to drop finally. Hell yeah. How are you doing that much damage? I mean, a combination of Morgan being broken, double coin Skya. I mean, you can't really. I can't really explain, man. It's just the buffs, bro. The buffs are insane. The buffs are super duper massive, bro. And she does extra damage. Morgan does extra damage against man attribute enemies. So, and I assume some of these servants, if not all of those servants, have the man attribute. Absolutely, absolutely. Don't level skills unless you are absolutely sure. That's a good tip. That's a good tip for sure. She was asking me about how leveling up skills work and how the cooldown thing works. I would say focus on ascending servants. I would expand on that, Ivan. I would say focus on ascending servants over leveling up skills. Generally speaking, it's much more worth it to just ascend servants before focusing on them on those skills. You could go on to those skills once you have a good number of servants trained, once you have your core servants trained. But otherwise, don't even focus on skills. Skills, like, they're always there, bro. They're always there. You don't have to worry about them. White-haired, yeah. There's a lot of white-haired characters. We look through all the servants to see how many white-haired servants there are. There's like 80 plus white-haired servants. There's a lot of white-haired servants. I didn't think there were that many, but the more I looked at it, I was like, there's a lot, actually. There's a lot more than I thought. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then you got servants like Abigail, who starts off blonde, but when you ascend them, they get white hair. You know, there's a lot of servants like that too. And I'm just like, holy shit, that's a lot. Tip, friend people with Waver. I posted her friend code on Twitter, and a lot of people added her. But yeah, Waver and Merlin, and I guess Scotty, but she doesn't really, you know, she's not there yet where she could start relying on Scotty for looping. But yeah, Waver and Merlin are definitely going to help her Hercules and Kualter for NP spamming and just protecting the team and whatnot. Absolutely. Focus skills that give NP gauge. Yeah, once you get to that comfortable level where like you have a lot of materials, a lot of QP, etc., then you can start upgrading skills, and you should focus on skills that definitely give NP gauge. You know, there's like not really any other skills you would focus on besides those, right? You know, more NP gauge, you know, that's great. That's great. I guess Kualter's second skill, his evade, because it's like a 5-turn cooldown. Pretty good for an evade that lasts for a while. Level Black Grill up. She doesn't have Black Grills. What does she have, actually? Kind of a dark joke, but the friend that I'm talking about, she's on a wheelchair. I'm not going to say why, just in case she's not comfortable with that. I mean, I'm already giving her business out there. But she's in a wheelchair. She's wheelchair bound, right? And her first 5-star craft essence, that's like not from the event because she was rolling on White Day. So most of her 5-star craft essences were from the White Day event. But the first non-event, non-limited 5-star craft essence she got was the 5-star Fior craft essence, where she's on a wheelchair. And we were just fucking dying when she said that. She said, yeah, I just got this 5-star craft essence. And I was like, wait, is that with the girl with the wheelchair? And then she started dying because it's just ironic, you know, it's just ironic, you know. Sometimes you gotta laugh at your own situation, you know, to feel better, you know. That was hilarious. So shout out to the homie. Yeah, the Apocrypha Archer girl. That's exactly. She didn't notice she was in a wheelchair until I said it. I was like, wait, the girl in the wheelchair? And then like, after a couple seconds, she started laughing. And I was like, bruh, what were the chances that your first 5-star non-limited craft essence is her? Like, what? It's like it was fate. It was like it was fate. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, you gotta craft it. You gotta cosplay her down, right? You gotta cosplay the craft essence down. You gotta find somebody who's gonna cosplay Chiron though. To prioritize getting supports from gacha rather than DPS. That's true. Because a lot of damage or offensive servants, a lot of the best ones are 3 stars, and some of them 4 stars. A lot of them are low rarity, whereas the support servants, outside of like, let's say Helena and I guess Hans Christian Andersen, a lot of the top tier supports like Castoria, Waver, Scotty, Merlin, you know, they're all 5-star limited or just 5 stars in general. So as long as you get that 5-star support caster or support servant in general, they will elevate your account. I don't care if your entire account are 3 stars and lower. Once you get Castoria or whatever other top tier support, your entire account is just elevated to the next level. But yeah, no, I did say Hans Christian Andersen, budget support, really good support. Mashu at the beginning, dog water. But Mashu later, talking about Camelot, Babylonia, bro, busted. And then when you get to Lost Belts, she's going to suck. So, you know, it'll be like that. Tomo's good too, but you know she's not super duper broken. Absolutely. Oh yeah, and the SSR ticket's coming like we mentioned earlier, like next month, right? And again, she has a white hair fetish. Like my friend has a white hair fetish, and she wants to go for Karna. And you know, I'm trying to back off. I'm not trying to like tell her what to do or anything, unless she asks for tips or something, or if she's just doing something completely wrong, and then I'll just tell her what she's doing wrong. But obviously, you know, in our humble opinion, she should probably go for Waiver because you know Waiver's like busted support, and he's gonna help her entire account. But if she wants to go for Karna, hey, no, more power to her, you know. Karna's good. No, get me wrong. Karna's good. It's just, you know, if you want your entire account to be elevated to the next level, you know, most people will go for Waiver. If you don't have Waiver and you're not picking Waiver, either you just don't really like him or you don't know how to play the game. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. So who's her top 3 favorites? I actually don't know. I don't know. She's like a casual fan, so I don't wanna like scare her off and like bombard her with like crazy questions or anything. You know what I mean? So it'd be like that. I managed to convince my new player friends to save for Castoria, but one of them hates Castoria. Listen, I don't care. Okay, fuck that. Like, all right, listen. I don't give a flying fuck how you feel about Castoria, Arturia faces, Saber faces. I don't give a flying fuck. If you aren't going for Castoria this year, if you are not at least trying, if you are not at least putting down 200 quartz and 50 tickets on her, then you're doing yourself a disservice, all right? You fucking suck at this game. Just straight up. You suck. I'm not good at this game. I want this to be perfectly known. I've been playing this game for 7 years. I still suck dick. I still make misplays. I still don't know half of the things about this game. But if you're not going for Castoria, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. And I get it. If you don't want to get Castoria because maybe you don't like Arturia faces, all right? Maybe you have a personal vendetta against Arturia faces, Saber faces, whatever. But think of it like this. Let's say you're a Space Ishtar fan. Let's say you're a Musashi Berserker fan, all right? Let's say you're a Hokusai fan or even a Fion fan. I don't know. There's some Fion fans out there. But you don't like Castoria. You don't want to go for her for that reason. But your favorite servants, like Space Star, like who I just mentioned, will benefit greatly from Castoria. Again, even if you don't like her, go for her because she will act as an accessory to your favorite servants. So technically, you're not going for her specifically for her, but for your favorite servants. Think of it like that. Even if you don't like her, all right? Maybe you hear her voice and your ears just bleed. If your ears bleed, then just turn off the volume. But seriously, she will elevate all your servants, bro. Like, there's no reason not to go for her. She will elevate your entire account. To not go for her, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing all your favorite servants will look down on you. Straight up. You will have nightmares. You will wake up in a cold sweat. You will have diarrhea every morning waking up. Because, like, your servants are just cursing you, bro, for not going for Castoria. Even if you fail, at least you tried. At least you tried. That's what I told them. I couldn't believe when they said it. Listen, your friends, listen. No offense to your friends. Like, you could show them this clip or whatever. They might think, oh, this random ass Asian dude on the internet just called you out. Like, oh, whatever. Listen, you guys, as a fellow FGO player, as a veteran of the player, talking to you guys as beginners, just drop the game. Just uninstall the game, bro. Like, you don't deserve to play. Straight up. I don't plan to roll for her either. Excited for that diary. Lauren, no, you gotta roll for her. What are you doing? What are you doing? Absolutely. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it for your favorite servants, man. We're also Asian. All right, bet. Yeah. Just uninstall the game and like go play checkers or something, bro. Because obviously you're not cut out for this game. I tried to play with supports Helena only. Okay, I spell it all right. Helena hits hard though. Helena's hard though. I understand. So though, go get Castoria. Imagine Helena and Castoria though. Just saying. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. You know, you're still playing with Helena, but you know, with Katsuria though. Next level stuff. What raid events are coming up in NA? I actually don't know. I don't know. Yo, Helena Ryder, man, where is she, bro? She's in Grand Carnival and Arcade, bro, but not in the main game. What's going on here? Yeah, Helena's all right, but you know, Katsuria. You know, if you're not going for Katsuria, then what's up? What's going on? What's going on there? Plus, they're giving us like almost 300 quartz, right? A shit ton of quartz in 5th anniversary and a shit ton of tickets. There's like no reason not to try. There's no reason not to try. Oh, the Guru. Yeah, that's right. The Guru event. That's the next big raid event. For sure. For sure. I really needed some advice when I first started because my dumbass accidentally skipped Merlin thinking he wasn't good. I wish I wrote. Listen, Merlin's coming back in 2 months for the summer rerun. So there's a chance. But at the same time, a month after he comes back, Katsuria comes out. So, you know, you gotta save, man. You gotta save, man. As good as Merlin is, and this might sound controversial, but I feel like the opinion has shifted over the years. As good as Merlin is, he is not a must-have on the same level of Katsuria. He just isn't. He's really good, really broken, but he's not a must-have. Whereas Katsuria, I feel like, is a must-have. Merlin will elevate all the Buster servants and some art servants, etc. But literally, Katsuria elevates the entire account, and it elevates my dick too. Like you can't beat that. Yeah, okay, you gotta skip Merlin. Yeah, you gotta make those sacrifices, man. You gotta do that. Himiko's right after Katsuria. Listen, gotta make some sacrifices, man. If you can, try to get at least 1 Katsuria. I would say go for 2. But if you absolutely cannot do that, try to get at least 1, and then you're good. Go for Himiko, get Himiko, profit, bro. Profit. I stopped playing FGO on my first account after I didn't get Jalter after spending $50. Then started playing again on new account after a year. Oh, I smell it, dude. I smell it. Hopefully your first account wasn't broken because that would suck. Yeah, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Himiko does come back, and so does Katsuria next year. So even if you fail this year to get Katsuria, next year, bro. Next year. Easy. Easy clap. Easy clap. I only started playing for like a week on the first account. Okay, so I probably didn't have the craziest servants or that much investment. Okay, for sure, for sure. Do you have tips on saving tickets? Because I can't save them. You can't save them because you get tempted? This is what I would do. Go on GamePress.com. Go on GamePress. Type on Google GamePress FGO, right? If you ever feel tempted to roll in Grand Order, easy solution to get rid of that itch. Go to GamePress FGO, click on that link, and when you see the word Summon Simulator, click on Summon Simulator and just roll there. Just roll there. So if you ever get tempted, just roll there. Because we all have that itch. Not gonna lie. Even to this day, I still have that itch to roll. I'm like, fuck, maybe I'll just use a couple tickets. Maybe just one multi. Maybe just one multi. Just do Summon Simulator, bro. You'll be fine. And then when you see how garbage the rolls are, how garbage the rates are, when you're reminded how bad they are, just do Summon Simulator, bro. I actually do that unironically during class. So yeah, see, I do that, yeah. Because it's all about scratching that itch. And once you scratch that itch, you're good. Alternatively, if you're down to spend a little bit of money, you could go on eBay, get one of those accounts with like 2,000 quartz for like $10 or something. Just buy those, have that on the side, and when you're really tempted to roll, just fucking log into that account and just do like a couple 10 shots. And then when you realize that, oh shit, I got the worst roll possible on this account. Good thing I didn't roll in my main account, you know? It's just like, that's the way to do it, man. You gotta scratch that itch somehow. Like I could easily just say, yo, just resist it. Just, you know, just put the phone down and take a walk outside. You could do that, but that doesn't work for everybody. You got to scratch that itch somehow. You know, it's like when you're a hardcore smoker and you're trying to quit because you want to quit because of the health risks, because you know your doctor told you to quit because you're worried about your, you know, how your family feels, etc., etc. People can't just quit cold turkey 9 times out of 10. They gotta take nicotine pills because nicotine is what I feel like I'm getting too scientific with this, but it's true. It's the same thing. It's an addiction. You know, you gotta take those nicotine pills so you get that sensation, that fill of nicotine, and then you won't feel like smoking anymore. It's the same thing. At least my logic makes sense in my head. I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't make sense to you guys, but you know, it's the same thing. 2K quartz for $10. Well, okay, I'll go on eBay right now. I'll look up an FGO English account. eBay. Let's see. FGO USA. Boom. Let's see. All right. Let's see how much these quartz are. I for some reason I'm not finding a good account. Wait. English. Maybe USA wasn't the best thing to type. All right. This account. It's a starter account for $20. So not exactly $10. It's like double that price. But it comes with 1,300 quartz, 70 tickets, and 150 golden apples, bro. Like, you could just buy that and just like roll there. You'll be fine. Best way to not smoke is to not start in. Well, you know that I don't smoke, so like, you know, I agree with you. But you know, some people they smoke. And then it's hard to drop that because of that nicotine addiction. But you know, that's why you gotta take the nicotine tablets and pills and whatnot, so you don't have those urges anymore. Absolutely. Content machine, yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another gotcha video. Don't ask me where I got this 1,300 quartz. And then you just roll in, and all the servants are just new servants because you never rolled in that account. Nah, that's some bullshit. Absolutely. MP2 for 2-hit invincibility is nice though. Yeah, that's why cast artillery. I'd say stop at 2. I would say 2 is the NP2 is like the sweet spot. If you go for NP3, like just to, I'm not even gonna put this lightly. All right, you're wasting your fucking quartz and tickets. Now, if you get 1 and then you get 2 from multi-shot, then you know you just lucked out. But if you're actively trying to get to NP3, you're wasting your quartz, you're wasting your tickets, you're wasting your money. If you actively go for NP4, same logic. NP5, that's when it starts to make more sense because then you could go to 300% NP. NP3 and NP4 doesn't make sense with cast artillery especially. NP2 makes sense because you could get to 200% easily. Otherwise, NP3 and NP4, you might as well go for NP5. Straight up. Did you roll for Chad or Ryan? I rolled for Man Ricardo. I'll say that much. Tempted to roll, distract yourself by rubbing one out. See, that could work in a weird way because, like, listen, let's say, I don't know, Morgan. You're tempted to go for Morgan, but you know, in the near future, Oberon's coming out, so you don't want to roll for Morgan, but you're still tempted. So you decide to rub one out, as you suggested, Hunter. But what are you rubbing yourself out? Like, what are you jacking off to? Because if you go on like a porn site or a hentai site and you jack off to hentai of Morgan, you're doing it wrong. Because why would you jack off to the one thing that you're tempted to go for? Because if you bust, you're gonna feel even more tempted to go for her. If you bust for her stuff. So the best solution in that regard is to jack off to Oberon content. If you're trying to go for Oberon, keep your eye on the prize, bro. Keep your eye on the prize. If you want NP5 cast areas, just go to friend support. Yeah, there's going to be a shit ton of NP5 cast areas on friend support, 100%. So just go for those. NP3 and NP4 literally does not matter. NP2 makes sense. NP1, you can stop at NP1 and still be completely happy. NP3 and 4 doesn't make sense. NP5, a bit overkill, but if you're going to NP3 or NP4, you might as well go NP5. Never said rub one out to the servant already. No, I'm just saying, you never know. So some people like to go on, these hentai websites and type FGO, Just saying. I'm rolling tickets for Musashi, Zurich, Osaka Bay Archer, so it's tempting. Oh, I see. I smell it. Okay. Only DPS should go to NP5, honestly. My specialty star is going to be... Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, for the most part, support servants, NP5ing them, to me, makes no sense. Kasuria is an exception because at least at NP2, you could get to 200% NP really fast. And overcharging with her is just a godsend. It's amazing. I do. No shame in admitting that. Listen, man, I wasn't trying to shame you. I wasn't trying to shame anyone. Listen, if you rub one out or rub a couple out on a daily, weekly basis to hentai, listen, we all do that. And if you're going to say, I don't do that, I like jacking off to normal porn. Or if you're going to say, oh, I don't jack off at all, you're a liar. You're a liar. Listen, we all do it. We all do it. All right, bro. Not sure if you'll be streaming by the time I'm done showering. See ya. Listen, I'll join you in the shower, bro. I'll join you in the shower. You better crank that heat up to the max, bro, because I like it steamy. Not too hot, though, because, you know, as a man, I got testicles down there, and when you put hot water on that bitch, it kind of hurts a little bit, you know, I'm just saying. So just enough for it to get steamy, but not too hot, you know what I mean? My girlfriend loves the water hot, like steaming fucking hot, like boiling, scorching hot. And I'm just like, listen, you don't understand. As a guy, we have equipment down there. And when you have equipment down there, you don't want to get that shit too fucking hot or too fucking cold, you know? You got to find that sweet spot. You know? It'd be like that. It's so hard not seeing Asalfo stuff lately. Oh god. See, listen, if you guys rub one out to Asalfo though, I'm judging, bro. I know I just said I don't judge you for jacking off to hentai, but you know, Asalfo stuff, you know, that's an exception. I'm judging you. I'm judging you 100%. Asalfo's best boy. Listen though, nah, bro. What the fuck is that QP count? I don't need QP. I need bones. I need bones and EXP cards. That's what I need. I don't need... What is QP hell? I've never been to QP hell before. Personally, never been there. Bone hell? Hell yeah. Void dust hell? Oh, you best believe. EXP hell? I've been there for sure. QP hell? Never even heard about that. I never heard of it. Gonna be rolling for possible NP2 summer, Musashi summer. Nice, Merlin. Okay. I see you, Simba. Trying to get a shit ton of servants from last year. I see you. Listen, if you go for summer Musashi NP2, 100% you have to get Kasuria later this year. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but if you ain't going for her, at least to support your favorite servants like Musashi, Spacious Star, etc., you're playing the game wrong. Then after Kasuria, if I get her, might try rolling for Kama, Summer 5, and Yumiko. Kama might come before Kasuria, so just letting you know. Just letting you know. It's a fair warning to you, my dude. Absolutely. I do have a shit ton of QP, I will say that. Absolutely. If my job needs me again soon, I might buy a pack to try for Musashi. Okay, I see. Just got laid off or something? I mean, you can just say yes or no. You don't have to explain. That's your business, not mine. But you did bring it up, so it'd be like that. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye out for that. Yeah, so we don't know because lately they've been releasing chapters and like events like a month prior here in NA. So I actually don't know what they're gonna do with the Tokugawa rerun event or the Kama rerun. But we'll have to wait and see how they do that. Yeah, so we might get the Oku event later. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely, man. I'm only in QP hell. I can max Rhaenys and Tyra chase of no QP. You got QP, man. You got a farm, bro. Especially in JP. JP got like 4 to 5 million QP on average every quest. Pretty good. As opposed to like 1 to 2 million in NA. 3 million on a good day. No, I drive the truck to pick up stuff and stuff don't need to be picked up later. Ah, shit. Okay, I see. Got that truck driver action. Traversing the country and whatnot. I smell it. It's probably because of COVID, huh? I would guess. It's still a big deal after 2 years. That's crazy. I'm above 600 million QP after this Apocrypha event. I went from like 100 mil to like 400 mil in in NA. So I'm sitting pretty over there. But at JP, I'm like doing really well with QP. I'm just saving it for when there's like a 2-time or 4-time success rate. Then that's when I'm gonna 120 Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Because apparently that takes a shit ton of QP and a shit ton of EXP. QP I'm probably good with. I probably overkilled it. But EXP cards, it takes a lot. Takes a lot. So hopefully after this event, we have some kind of campaign like that. Because I'm going to be fresh off of the Lotto event. And that's going to give a lot of EXP cards. You're at the max, Ivan? Okay. I was at the max for a while last year. Until I got Summer Musashi. And then, you know, I had to Grailer and whatnot. So it'd be like that. $400 a week if work all weekdays. Oh shit, that's cray, bro. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, hopefully they call you up. Hopefully they call you up, my friend. Get all that money. I had almost 200 mil QP, but was spending on skills for my boy Sieg. I don't know if you're saying that unironically, but I respect that. Maxing comma skills and another server. Okay, I see it. MC, favorite Bond CE. Oh shit. Favorite Bond craft essence. You know, I really want to say Gilgamesh, but that's just me being biased. If I want to, aside from Gilgamesh, I guess. I mean, in the end of the day, it's biased. So, whoo, man. Probably, man. I will say Summer Musashi. Probably Summer Musashi. 30% NP damage up. And then buff removal immediate or buff removal 100% resistance for 3 times is fucking broken with Castoria. Because buff removal is like the one thing that really screws Musashi up or screws Castoria teams in general. But when you equip that Bond craft essence to Musashi, she's just unstoppable. Unless they NP seal her or stun her, then I guess that's her other weakness. But still, besides the point. Freaking broken. In terms of gameplay, that's what I would say. I would say that's my favorite Bond craft essence, for sure. Spent half of the first ever paycheck on $200 Okida Alter figure, totally worth. Okay, no, I respect that. I just got like 2 Summer Musashi figures 2 weeks ago, so I absolutely. I just want Musashi Zerk because she said, "Listen, I respect that. She could be complete dog water. She could be dog shit. I still would have rolled for her because I love Musashi too, man. She looked good and, you know, she has good character development. And I'm not just saying that as a meme. I really like her character. Absolutely. Especially with Lost But 5 Part 2 coming out like next week. Oh, shit. I'm going to be streaming that, by the way, guys. That's going to be like a 9 to 10 hour stream like it was a couple years ago. So look forward to that because that will be fun. That will be very fun. I can't wait for that for sure. Because everyone says Lost Boat 5 Part 2, Olympus, S tier storytelling. So I got to check that out for myself. Gotcha. I mean, I kind of already know the general plot because it's kind of impossible to avoid spoilers as a JP player and somebody that keeps up with news and whatnot. But still, got to read that story, bro. Got to sit back and relax. It's so big, a small bit hangs off my anime shelf. Damn, bro. Gotta get a bigger shelf, you know what I mean? Gotta get a bigger shelf. Go to IKEA. You know, IKEA has some cheap options. But they might be cheap, but they're top quality, bro. I got some IKEA stuff in my room. Pretty good stuff. It's just me, or did JP forget about LB6 5.2? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about the event from December? Because, you know, that was a pretty big deal at the time with Koinskaya and Beast number 4. It's a pretty big deal, my guy. I don't know if that's what you're referring to or there's another thing. But yes. Did you watch the new Batman movie? No, but I heard it's really good. So, again, I said this earlier to somebody else, but I never got into the DC universe like that. But I heard this. Oh, I got another drop. Okay. Second part of Tunguska. There was supposed to be a second part. It looked like it was pretty much done, in my opinion. But okay, we got another CE to drop. Okay, not bad. Okay, that's hot. That's sexy. I think I just need one more, and then I could maximum break one, and then maximize my drops. But there you go. Absolutely, absolutely. I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes, so I might stop streaming soon. This is going to be a shorter stream because all it really is just me farming and talking with you homies, just catching up with you guys, making sure everyone's still alive and still doing well, you know, still doing well. But I will be streaming on the 26th and when Lost Built 5 Part 2 comes out. So next week we'll have at least 2 live streams, all right? So don't worry about not seeing me for another couple weeks again. And again, the stream will be uploaded as a video afterwards, so you guys could rewatch it if you want or whatever, you know? Sexy stuff, sexy stuff. It was a fun stream. Oh, thank you, Top Kirby. Thank you for sure. And of course, follow me on my social media. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. I think I pinned this comment. Okay, I did. Okay, great. Because that's like the best place to like talk to me if you ever want to, you know, ask me questions or just, you know, ask how I'm doing or whatnot. Ask for advice, whatever. Just tag me on Twitter or like DM me or something. I usually answer back, usually. Unless somehow your message gets put into the spam folder or something, then GG. Of course, the FGO stream is the day after the Kirby game drop. Ooh, yeah, the new Kirby game, that's true. I mean, while you're playing, you could play me on the side. I'm just saying, you know, you could do that. Be a homie slice. Absolutely. I'm doing adequate MC. Thanks for asking. Adequate? Oh, okay. Interesting choice of words, but all right. At least you're not doing horrible. You know, adequate's all right, you know. You want that new Kirby game? Why did you buy it, my friend? Why did you buy it? Your name is Top Kirby, bro. Go buy it. And don't you dare say you can't afford it, bro. Don't you dare say that. First ever open world Kirby game. Oh, is it really? Okay. I smell it. I'm not a huge Kirby fanatic, so like, I don't know. I didn't know that. Not a huge Kirby guy myself. The only Nintendo game that I really keep up with is like Pokemon. Otherwise, I don't really keep up with a lot of Nintendo games. What did you see, Simba? What did you see? From a Strange Fake or Prototype? Because there's technically 2 of them. I'm trying to find out where to read. Okay, I see. Okay, so from Fake Prototype, you just answered my question right when I asked. Hello, I'm Japanese. Please do your best for the box slap event for future farming. I don't understand English, but I support you. Have a good FGO life. Okay, thank you, Diffs. You don't understand English, but you just, that was a really well put together sentence. But I appreciate you for supporting me, even though you don't understand a single word that I'm saying. I mean, it makes sense. You know, I'm playing a game where I don't understand most words that are being said. And then you're somebody who supports me, even though you probably don't understand what I'm saying. But thank you. You know, as a Japanese person, you probably know what this means. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, there you go. So like, I just gave you your little bit of Japanese there. There you go. You got it. I'm sure you understood that out of everything I just said. Yeah. Not sure if I want to get digital or physical and get bonus Kirby pins. You know, even in today's digital age, I still like getting physical games. There's something just like gratifying about having the physical copy of the game. You know what I mean? Just having the physical copy of the game. Like I don't really have. I have like one game that's digital. Just one game. Probably Google Translate. I would probably, but Google Translate usually fucks your entire sentence up. If you've ever used Google Translate before. That didn't sound like Google Translate, but it's very possible. She was literally wearing Archer's outfit with a pair of scissors and a comb in each hand. It was a joke manga anyway. Okay, I see. She has some counter guardian action. Yeah, I love seeing like just a collection of games just stacked upon each other, you know? Like that's so much cooler than saying, yeah, I have an SD card with like 20 Switch games in it. It's like, okay, I guess. You know, obviously it's the convenience factor of just being able to just download the game. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to pay for shipping. You don't have to wait for it to be shipped out to you, etc. But you know, having the physical game, it just feels cooler, you know? You can see Tunguska's second part is coming after Lost World 6. After that. Okay, I smell it. All right. Going to GameStop as a kid and your parents letting you buy one was one of the good. Yes. There's that. that feeling is like top tier S tier moments as a kid. The other one is when you're getting picked up from school. You know, you're tired. You don't really want to, you don't want to do your homework. You know, all that good stuff. Maybe you got bullied in school. You get picked up from your parents, and then they're like, "Oh, yo, you want some McDonald's?" Or maybe they drive by the McDonald's, not even saying anything, and then you're just like, "Yo, I'm getting a Happy Meal, bro." Like getting a Happy Meal as a kid, bro. Like it actually makes you happy. Obviously, it's not good for you, it's McDonald's, but still, fast food as a kid, after school, top 10 anime betrayals right there, bro. I don't even know why I said top 10 anime betrayals, but still, that's up there, S tier. But probably the GameStop one, like probably trumps that, but still, them fries as a kid. I mean, still right now, those fries are still pretty freaking good. Still A tier at best. Reselling is always an option with physical games. So does Nintendo games can be? Yeah, they can be. Like, yeah, I've noticed that. Just games in general, not just Nintendo games. But like I said, I only keep up with Pokemon games for the most part. And Pokemon games get freaking expensive. Like if you look at Black and White's price, sealed or even pre-owned, it's like $80 plus, bro. $80 plus for Black and White. Like Pokemon games resale price is insane after a couple of years. So it's pretty cray-cray, man. It's pretty cray-cray. Nintendo never makes popular games on sale. I mean, why would they? It's a smart business decision. They know people are gonna buy it. So it just makes sense. My favorite Pokemon are Kingdra, Metagross, and Ninjask. Okay, pretty good lineup. Pretty good lineup. You got 2 home Pokemon there. All right, awesome. I mean, mine is Gardevoir, Garchomp, and I always have trouble picking a third one, but those 2 are definitely my favorite. My third favorite, and always flip flop between different Pokemon. How much lotto have you done? I think only 16 as far as so far, but as far as lotto tickets I have like 7,000 lotto tickets, so you could do the math how much that is. So I'm just doing enough until I feel comfortable, which like I don't know when that is, because I really want a lot of bones, because I'm like I don't have a lot of bones. My favorite is Aggron. Aggron definitely in the top 20 favorite Pokemon. I love his design. My favorite are Mudkip, Eevee, and Turtwig. Okay. Interesting to see Turtwig there. I feel like a lot of people sleep on Turtwig, but I respect that. Are these the same fights from last Guildfest? As far as I know, no. The challenge quests do come back from Guildfest, but not these farming quests. Chikorita always number 1. Okay. I'm more of a Totodile kind of guy from the Johto region, but Chikorita is definitely, a lot of the earlier starters are definitely really good. The new starters, I don't know if you guys have seen them for Violet and Scarlet. I'll be honest, they kind of look like dog shit, but you don't know with their evolutions. The Crocodile especially looks, no offense, he looks like shit. They look fan-made and not like good fan-made Pokemon. There's some fan-made Pokemon out there that are really good. These look like really bad fan-made Pokemon, but we don't know how their evolutions look like. Maybe it looks like a dipshit first evolution, but maybe when he evolves, he's gonna look good. The cat looks okay. The cat looks all right. The other 2 look eh. I don't know about that, Chief. I just hope that when the cat evolves, it stays as a quadruped on all 4 legs, because I hate it when you have a cute 4-legged animal in Pokemon and then they evolve into like a humanoid furry. It's like, bro, how do you go from 4-legged beast to a fucking furry, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, not a fan. If you start off in all 4 legs, evolve with all 4 legs, bro. Don't start looking like Five Nights at Freddy's in this bitch. I'm playing Pokemon, not Five Nights at Freddy's. If I wanted that furry shit, I would have went to the dark side of the internet for that shit. My favorite Pokemon is Dracovish with Garchomp as my second favorite. Okay. Yeah, that dragon type Pokemon, definitely the shit, man. Definitely the shit. My favorite legendary is Dialga. I will say after Arceus, I think my favorite might be Arceus. I really like Arceus' lore. You ever played Nuzlocke, MC? Yes, I played a variant of a Nuzlocke called the Soul Link, and I'm also in the process of a cage lock, but we haven't continued that with the same friend who started Grand Order a couple of weeks ago. We've done a couple of Soul Links and failed, and we're in the process of doing a cage lock. If you've ever heard of those, King of Nerds, which you probably have if you know what a Nuzlocke is. If they ever make a horse Pokemon evolve to 2 legs, I'll scream and discuss. Yeah, like all the horse Pokemon stay in all 4 legs, which is great. But for some reason, there's something about the cat Pokemon that they just like to make into humanoids, or not even just cats, just like 4-legged animals in general. Like Fennekin is like a fox, right? And then when you evolve Fennekin, it becomes like a weird furry witch, which some people like, but I'm just like, you know, why did that have to happen? And then Incineroar, and I understand Incineroar is kind of a fan favorite. You know, he kind of looks like a wrestler, so he appeals to wrestling fans out there. As a wrestling fan, I don't like it. I like wrestling. I keep up with AEW. I still watch WWE, even though WWE is kind of dog shit. Rip Scott Hall, by the way, but you know, that's besides the point. Incineroar just, I don't know, I'm not a fan of the furry Pokemon. I just do not like it. Like, if you start off in 2 legs, like Riolu to Lucario, that's fine. But if Riolu was on all 4s, and then he evolved into, like, a furry, that's just weird. Yeah, I don't like Incineroar either. I know what they were going for, but, you know, not my cup of tea, per se. Not my cup of tea. I know about Soul Link, but can you explain Cage Lock or whatever you said? Okay, so Cage Lock, it's the same rules. I'm sorry if you guys don't know shit about Pokemon, but I'm about to explain a Nuzlocke type. So it's the same general rules as a Nuzlocke. You know, when a Pokemon dies, they die. When you encounter a Pokemon in a route, you have to capture them, etc., etc. So in a Cage Lock, you know, it's typically against another player. There could be, theoretically, it could be unlimited players, but typically it's 1v1. It could be 2v2. There could be teams. But essentially, after every gym, both players, both Cage Lock competitors have to engage in a battle using one Pokemon from each of their team. And whoever wins gets a perk of some kind, either TMs, held items, or a revive. And the loser just loses their Pokemon, and they suck. And whoever has the most victories at the end wins the Cage Lock. So if that doesn't make sense to people who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, I'm sorry that I just spieled for a minute straight, but that's what a Cage Lock generally is. I hope that made sense, King of Nerds, because if that didn't, then I would just say Google it, because there's a lot of Cage Lockers out there. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there. Absolutely. Do you remember who your first SRs was in FGO? So I think in JP, my first 5-star was ironically Saber. So funny story about that is when I first started FGO, I was pretty lucky because back in 2015, you weren't guaranteed a 4-star servant in your first multi-shot. That might be hard to believe for NA only players or players that played a little bit later in JP, but you weren't guaranteed a 4-star. So when I first started, I was pretty lucky because I got Chevalier, which isn't the best 4-star looking back at it, but I still got a 4-star. So I consider myself pretty lucky. I was like, okay, I got a 4-star servant. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then my brother, a couple weeks later, pulled John d'Arc in front of me. And I was a little bit salty. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, I've been rolling these past couple of weeks and I haven't gotten a 5-star. And then, you know, I guess you could call it a salty roll. I don't know what to call it. I rolled right after he got John d'Arc, and then I got Saber. And I was like, oh shit, I got a 5-star, bro. And you know, that was pretty crazy. So my first 5-star was Saber. In NA, my first 5-star was Vlad and Altera. They were both in the same multi-shot, so it'd be like that. How do you determine which Pokemon enters the cage? Thanks for the explanation. You get to pick. So you pick one from your team, and the other person picks one from their team without telling the other person. So you could strategize, you know? Then whoever wins that 1v1 gets a point, gets a perk for that Pokemon, and, you know, it'd be like that. It's only annoying when people get 5-stars in front of you when they gloat. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I first started the game, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, after a couple weeks of playing the game, as somebody who doesn't really play other gacha games, and at the time, I had no prior knowledge of gacha games in general whatsoever. I just felt like after a couple weeks, how come I don't have a 5-star? What the fuck? And then my brother gets a 5-star, and I'm just like, damn, I've been playing for a while too. Where's my 5-star? But then I got one a couple of seconds after he got his. So can't really complain in that regard. So shout out to Saber, man. Shout out to the homie Saber. And my current JP account was Tamamo Caster, but that was from the free 5-star ticket, but from Rolls, Arjuna Altar. Okay, from Rolls, Arjuna Altar. I smell it. My friends got it right and they rubbed my wounds. I wanted to smash their heads in. Yeah, I've never had a situation where I really wanted a servant and somebody else pulls them and gloats about it. I've had situations for sure where somebody else pulls the 5-star I wanted really easily without even breaking a sweat, without even spending money. And they're just like, oh, I got the servant. And I'm just sitting there after spending X amount of quartz, X amount of tickets, just sad as fuck, just salty as shit. I've never had somebody that like, you know, put it in my face like, hey, look what I got, little bitch. You know, I would get really mad. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you. I hope your account gets hacked, man. I hope you lose it. Absolutely. Who would you say got the better 5-star then, you or your bro? I mean, looking back at it, probably my brother. You know, John Dark is generally better back then than Saber. I mean, it was like pre-buff John Dark, so she was pretty bad back. But I still think John Dark was better. Nowadays, comparing John Dark and Saber in general, it's sort of weird to compare the two because they're very different servants. But I'd say probably Saber is a little bit better just because John Dark kind of got her job taken by Castoria. So, MC, one piece of advice you would give your past self FGO related that you would think would help you the best. Don't wail. Just straight out, don't wail. Like there's especially in JP or specifically in JP, there were so many instances where I spent money on a certain servant and I never used that servant. It's just I wanted to get that servant for whatever reason. Maybe because it was new, everyone was rolling for that servant. But there's so many 5-stars, so many 4-stars that I have that never sees the light of day. And I'm just like, why did I spend so much trying to get you? You know? Like obviously for collection purposes, I guess it still looks good. It's like, hey, look at how many 5-stars and 4-stars I have. But you know, at the same time, I would say don't wail except for the servants you really, 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 really like. A couple of examples. Well, this wasn't really a wailing example, but rolling in general, Europa. I fucking regret rolling for Europa just because I spent so much quartz and tickets and just to get nothing. That was just dog water. So Europa would be one in general. As far as wailing goes, I would have to look at my 5-stars then. I honestly don't want to tell you guys who I regret rolling for because I don't want fans of that servant to feel bad or feel like I'm trashing them. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that. But I already threw Europa under the bus. But I ended up not getting her anyway, so whatever. It'd be like that. Don't wail on Melt. That would be your advice to yourself. Yeah. Absolutely. Past me would tell him to roll a Scotty banner or shield. You know, if I could have a conversation with my past self, I would just memorize as my future as my present self right now. I would just memorize the entire calendar or the rough calendar of Grand Order in general and just relay that information to my past self. That way they could plan ahead of time. You know? They could just plan ahead of time. They know who to go for. They know who's coming out, you know? That would be the way to go. I just really wanted her, but spent way too much. Yeah, you know, it'd be like that. Happens to the best of us, my friend. Happens to the best of us. All right, if I'm at 8,000 tickets or close to 8,000, I think I'll stop streaming for now. How much am I at? I'm at 8,000. So, like I said, I was only going to stream for around 2 hours. It's almost been exactly 2 hours. So thank you guys for coming to the stream and talking with your boy. Hopefully it was an entertaining stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves. Again, this will be uploaded as a video afterwards. So if you're watching this right when I'm saying this or you just got in like 10 minutes ago, then you could rewatch the stream and play it in the background or wherever you want. Relive certain moments. This will be uploaded as a video in a couple of hours once it's done processing. So you guys can rewatch it if you want. So you just came back. Yeah, fuck you, Derpy Lava Cake. Hope your shower sucked ass. Yeah, I'll see you later, Top Kirby. Again, if you guys want to get into contact with me, just send me a DM over on Twitter or Discord or wherever you want. Just make sure you DM me or tag me. That's the only way you guys will get my attention. Otherwise, I have all my notifs turned off. Otherwise, so yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Again, I'm going to be live streaming Lost Belt Olympus next week when it comes out, and I will also be live streaming on the 26th, maybe in the 25th, depending on your time zone, for the JP news, because they're going to be announcing some crazy stuff, assuming they are. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one next week. Bye. See ya. Have a good day. Yeah. Sexy stuff right there.